So guys, why do you think God allows suffering?
God allows suffering so that we can appreciate goodness. After all, if we don't know the opposite, how do we know good? There must be a difference, so we can be thankful.
No, I think God allows suffering, because if there weren't any suffering in the world, then how would we learn from our mistakes and face the challenges? Life would be so boring if everything was so perfect.
So how does that make God loving? If he is all-loving, surely he would not want us to suffer, and if he is all-powerful, then why doesn't he do anything about it?
Why would God?
If God made everything in the world perfect, then wouldn't life feel so boring? Also, maybe it could be a test from God to see if we all love him or not, whether or not suffering takes place.
Yes, and it also could be a test of faith.
But if God could create us any way he wanted, then he could make us worship him.
Yes, but he gave us free will. We can do whatever we want. We can sin. We can be good. He gave us a goal, heaven, anyway, so there is still an incentive.
It doesn't stop us from being bad, so how does God stop us from that?
He doesn't stop us. He just wants to see us make our own decision and gave us free will so we can learn from our mistakes.
Indeed, there is always help for sinners. Also, due to unforeseen circumstances, I shall stand in as prisoner from here on in.
But if he is so perfect, then why did he not make us so we couldn't make any mistakes?
He wants to challenge us. If we were meant to be perfect human beings, then why would we be created in the first place?
Maybe to learn from our mistakes. Anyway, what do we think of the faith testing theology?
I think that, if God wants us to believe in him, then he should just make us, if there is a God.
I do believe in the existence of God, and even though God doesn't want to show us who he is, I respect God for having his reasons. In other words, I have very much strong faith for him.
Well, isn't that a bit rude of him for the person that you're worshipping is not even letting you know why he can't show who he is, or can you give me a reason right now?
If you have faith in God, you should never think of him in a rude way.
I see. Well, that's all we have time for now. Thanks to everyone for providing a decent debate. Join us later for Hit, the long history of radio. Good night.